What is up, everybody? Dan the Fireman here. We're going to be going over some crashes and close calls. Let's take a look. And the whole point is an educational video, so we're going to be going over the plan method and a few other things, diagnosing what's happening. So this person a little bit too fast. Oh, hit a tree. That's not good. So a little bit too fast in the corner. Let's see if we can get some... Let's see what happens. Okay, he's not getting up, so... Okay, let's go back a little bit here. All right, so we're in a group ride. Okay, we're going a little fast, maybe a little bit egos playing into it. So if you're a brand new rider, make sure you ride your own ride. So if you fall behind, that's perfectly fine. It's not a big deal. Talk to each other on your Cardo Pack Talk edges. Okay, there's gonna be links in the description for everything I'm talking about, and all of them have discounts, 10% off for the Cardos. Just tell them, hey, I'm falling behind. That's it. Not a big deal. If you're in a good group, good friends, they're gonna understand, especially if you're a new rider.
Okay, and right safe.
Okay, so a lot of us went wide. It's not just that one person. So he was probably following the lead and wasn't riding his own ride. Putting your foot down is not going to help. Commit to the turn. That high impact, that left leg. I'm concerned about his left leg, concerned about any head injuries, spinal injuries. Overall, terrible situation. So we're going to move on to this one, though. Going really fast. Speed was definitely the main issue here. The rider couldn't stay on the road and ended up hitting a concrete wall. All right, everybody, here we go. We're going to watch somebody hit a concrete wall. So when we see speed was definitely a factor, what should we do differently? Maybe not speed so much. 113. I'm assuming that's miles per hour. Okay, we're going to hit a bunch of these expansion joints, and they're going to mess us up a little bit. And we're going to hit the wall. Big fear of, flying off. Kept it up. Pretty impressive. Because usually when you hit the right side, you're going to hit that front brake and it's going to cause issues. Okay, engine shut off. Pulling over, double check any injuries. All right, cool. Moving on. This is how I ride. Just kind of cruising through. Nothing crazy. Not going fast. I'm trying to keep the bike up, so I don't know if we're going to go off-road. Yeah, we are. I don't go super fast. I enjoy the weather. So that's going to be kind of hard to get up. So you want to be able to rescue yourself. So remain calm first. Try to get yourself out of there. All right, roundabouts, intersections. Real quick, I want to point out, this is the plan method. This is what we go over all the time. Intersections are hazardous situations. So we're always going to put ourselves in a good position. So a decent speed. We're looking for escape routes, space cushions, and good line of sight. But intersections and corners, so far we've seen corners. Intersections and corners are hazardous situations. So you're looking for any relevant threats. Cars, potholes, road surface stuff, whatever it is, and then we're going to navigate those active threats with emergency acceleration, emergency swerving, or emergency braking, okay? So hopefully we don't get ourselves into that active threat scenario, but if we do, that's what we can do. So let's go ahead and chill going through this. Watch for any road surface debris. I don't see anything. If we're going to maintain this curve, we shouldn't go fast. So I'm assuming a low side. Let's take a look. There it is. Okay. You can go a certain speed. Not too sure what caused me to slide here. Maybe too slow or too much lean angle. I'm a relatively new rider, so feedback I'll take. Okay, we're going to go over this one. Let's see. Is there any more before we go over it? So Kiro Nova, go ahead and take a seat in the classroom and grab yourself a donut. We're going to go over your video. And if you want to take this video and post it on your channel, go right ahead. Go right ahead. So let's take a look. So we're coming up to here. We're not going super fast. It doesn't show much on the speedometer. I don't know why. Maybe he's pulling in the clutch. I'm assuming that might be the case. I'm not too sure. Because we're in third gear going 0. No, he's not pulling the clutch. Okay. So we're going through here. Wear some gear. Get a jacket. Okay. So this is a good speed if you are going to just exit out. Okay. That's a good speed. Okay. So let's go back just a little bit more. So let's say we're going to exit out. This looks fine. But if we're continuing, and you're going to be exiting out over here, then when we enter, you don't need to go this fast. Slow it down right here. Slow it down right here and just kind of cruise around. And so when you're saying, I don't know what caused me to slip and fall, why did we all of a sudden fall down? Typically, when we see people smashing the brakes, at this point, their fingers are still on the brake. So you didn't slam that front brake, okay? So you didn't do that. I'm looking at the light where it's shining and I don't see any discoloration. It looks all like the same gray road. So more than likely, your motorcycle inputs caused it. So you probably started doing some direct steering. Okay, we're coming up to here. You're doing counter steering. Let's go back a little bit more. You're going to you're counter steering to turn, right? And then probably right here, when you're like, oh, I need to make this sharper turn, you probably direct steered into it. You need to continue counter steering. Now, you can practice your direct steering and doing all that fun stuff with the Smart Rider drills. Link in description for 20% off. 10 cones, 5 tennis balls cut in half. You set up the cones once, and you can just do any of the drills. There's QR codes on each of the pages, so it shows me doing it, so you know what to do. It also comes with the digital version you can put on your phone, so you can put it on a phone mount. And inside the digital version, the QR codes are clickable, so you can still watch me. So there's a digital version, there's a booklet version, and a booklet version with the cones. Any one you get the digital version no matter what. So here, I think you direct steered because you're thinking, I'm assuming that, oh, it's a sharp turn. I need to direct steer a little bit harder. I need to actually turn the handlebars towards where I need to go instead of counter steering. If you're not, you said you're a new rider, so you might be concerned with your turning ability. So you went back to what you would do at the beginning, which was direct steering. So you need a little bit more practice. This is why in the Smart Rider drills, I have the orbit drill. You go around it 3 times. So you're practicing your counter steering the whole time and keeping a good throttle hand. So you entered a little bit too quick for your skill level, and you should still be able to counter steer through this. But I think you direct steered. See how the handlebars, the triple tree is a little bit turned in? I didn't see anything on the road. I didn't see you slam the front brakes. So the only thing I can think of is that you direct steered and probably leaned at the same time. So it's a turning skill issue. Turning skill issue.
You all right?
A little bit more practice.
I got nothing to say to you, bro.
Okay.
What the doing?
A very dangerous situation when the driver ignored the solid yellow line. Luckily, the rider managed to slow down a bit and...
Okay, here we go.
happened to him.
Oh, side of the vehicle. Okay. Yeah, we crashed. Good job talking to each other. Oh, shoot. You know what we got to do, guys? Need a thumbnail. All right. So, crashed in the back. Now, who's at fault? All right, let's get that over with. Who's at fault? Truck. Truck's at fault. Okay, cool. Truck's at fault. Who's hurt? Who has a fully demolished bike? We do. Truck just needs a little bit of repair. Okay, cool. So who loses still? We do. So who's safety? Like who's responsible for our own safety? You, your own person. I'm responsible for me. Okay. So at the end of the day, it doesn't matter who's at fault. I need to not crash. Okay, so we get up to here and we crash. Okay, we're just slamming the brakes. We have all this road. So remember what I said when it comes to planning a ride? We're locating hazardous situations. Hey, side of the vehicle, they're pulling out in front of us. Hazard, is it a relevant threat? Yes, it is. Is it an active threat? Yes, it is. What do we do with active threats? Emergency swerve, emergency brake, emergency acceleration. It looks like he's just doing emergency braking. Okay, he did one of those. Is it the best tool? If you have a nail, are you using a screwdriver? You're using a hammer, right? That's what you're doing. If you have a screw, are you using a hammer? No, you're using a screwdriver. So if you have a situation like this and you have an open spot right there, let's not apply the brakes or emergency accelerate. Let's actually swerve into the open area. Okay, so he's applying the brakes the whole time. We could have swerved. We're speeding around all these corners. Could have swerved. So he's applying the brakes. Remember when I was telling you about total stopping distance? If you've been watching this for a while, we talk about that all the time anyways. Perception, reaction, braking distance. The braking distance, watch him apply the brakes, probably really good progressive brake pressure, really good. But you see how he's speeding up and going fast? The faster you go, the longer it takes to stop because the braking needs road to slow down from, let's say, 70 to 0. You need a lot of space to actually stop. So watch. Let's go back a little bit. Okay, watch him speed up, and then just take a note in your head when he starts applying the brakes and see how far it takes. Still crashed. So if it takes you that long, you're speeding up, slowing down. At this point, oh, I'm not stopping in time. You have to make that split-second decision. At this point, I'm not stopping in time. So I need to switch up from trying to brake to swerving. I need to switch it up. I'm not going to stop in time. Now, if he never slowed down, this would have been a completely different accident. He would be jelly. And all his body parts would be just kept inside the suit, but jelly. So the fact that he's able to walk away from this is because he applied the brakes, but I would rather ride away from this because I swerved. I'd rather have a close call than a crash. So halfway through it, you're going to have to switch it up and maybe swerve. Okay? Or don't speed with all these parked cars. Don't speed with all these parked cars because that's what they do.
I got nothing to say to you, bro.
What the you doing?
Oh, I was just trying to turn.
No duh. All right, here we go. Oh, same thing. Now, who's at fault? We don't know. Let's take a look. I don't see any lines or anything, but hazardous situations, intersections. Okay. Scary. We're at night too. It's hard to see. Tried his best to apply the brakes, didn't stop in time. So as a smart rider, we acquire and use personal protective equipment. Looks like he's got some riot gear on, at least. So he's probably going to walk away from this pretty well. 'Cause it wasn't super duper fast, but still that sudden deceleration. Not a good situation. All right, nice little open road, no traffic. We're going to do some wheelies, baby. Oh, fell down. Your butt. Oh. Okay, moving on. So he got sideswiped. Oh, open lane pattern. We see this all the time from when a car comes out in front of us and switches lanes, right? So open lane pattern. We don't want to be behind this van. We're doing it. We're now part of it. We don't want to be behind the van. We want to get into this open lane. We don't want to be behind this van. So we're going to switch lanes without doing a head check, without checking nothing. The car is just going. So we cross in front of the car. Typically, we're the car. We're in this lane, and a car pulls out in front of us because they don't want to be stuck. So it's a human behavior here. Yep. So we did that. We did that. Yep. What did it say at the end? Let's see if I can pause it right at the moment. Ah, almost got it. New rider crash. Here we go, everybody. Eee. This is a good thumbnail. Let's see. Maybe we'll use this as a thumbnail. Eee.
Here we have a rider's very first accident, and he admitted
Very
that
first
he wanted to
accident.
turn too fast. He got caught by target
Okay,
fixation.
he's in the turn lane. He's going to turn intersections. Look at the road. It looks like crap. Yeah, the road messed him up. You notice how the speed never changed. You notice how the speed never changed? So a new rider. Admittedly, a new rider. Okay. We always wait till the very end. Is there more? Good job. I love Samaritans. Good Samaritans. Yeah, roll off the throttle a little bit. Looks like he's stiffened up. Yep, Horovac. Yep.
Try not to move.
Try not to move. Very. Somebody's saying call 911. Very good. Part of rescue. Remain calm. Call 911 or tell someone to call 911. Usually people don't do that. You got to get the chain of survival. Google chain of survival. And you'll know what I mean. You have to start EMS services on the way. All right, let's go back a little bit. Let's go ahead and point out what happened here so we don't make the same mistake. That's all it is.
Too fast, he got caught by target fixation.
So new rider.
Then the toughness.
So what I recognize here, throttle stayed the same. Never slowed down. Entry speed stayed in the turning speed. Once the bumpiness starts happening, what typically happens with new riders is that we're going through a corner. Oh, it's bumpy. Oh, crap. That happens. Oh, crap. We straighten up. So like Horvath said, stiffened up. So we're stiffening up because we're scared. But with the throttle staying the same, we're just going to go straight. We're going to go straight at the same speed instead of, oh, crap, roll off the... if you're going to do the oh, crap, okay, cool. You did the oh, crap. So we're turning, oh, crap. Roll off the throttle, pull in the clutch, pull the front brake, squeeze the front brake. Don't slam it. Squeeze the front brake. So you're straightened up and you're squeezing it. Then you can reset. It's going to look goofy, but you're going to have to reset because you're stopped in the road. But it's better than a crash. Now, what can you do instead? Going through the corner. Oh, crap. Go through the corner. Keep the oh, crap going on. Like, oh, this is scary, but I know what I need to do is go through the corner because I'm in the turn. Commit. You have to commit to it because you're in it. And then after you commit to it and you finish it off and you did the whole thing, you're like, man, maybe next time I should probably slow it down when I see the road looking like crap like that. So we're coming up to here.
It's about counter steering.
So we're going to watch it like 2 more times. First time, pay attention to what the throttle's doing. It never slowed down until about here. Now on this one, now that you know the throttle stay the same, watch how the handlebars will go from a turn to starting to straighten up. So now watch the handlebars.
About counter steering.
Straightening it up.
Steering.
See right there. It's hard to perceive. You have to watch a lot of these. So I'm gonna pause it. So right here, he's turning. He's gonna turn. So counter steering, turning. Right there. It's very hard to see, but this is what happens. This is the moment he's freaking out. So we're turning. Look at it's turning. It's turning. You see how the bike's starting to stand up straight? Because that means we're straightening it up. You see where our nose is pointed? If we were doing the normal turn, our nose would be pointed this direction already. But we maintain our speed and we start straightening it up.
Steering.
So you start going through the bump. Oh, crap. Start going through the bumps. Oh, crap. Where should your eyes go? His eyes right now are looking right here towards where he's going to crash. Your eyes are going to direct you where you go. Okay, so if you're looking on the side of the road, that's where you're going. So if you want your eyes to look where you want to go, look where the exit is. Here, let's do this. I like to do this when I'm in my turns. I like to look where I'm going. I like to look where that freaking curb is. I like to look where I'm going. I look where that curb is. I look where I'm going. I look where that curb is. I keep doing this back and forth. While I'm turning, I'm constantly doing this until I finally get to this point. Let's say I'm right here though, because I actually made the turn. I don't need to look at the curb anymore because I'm past the curb. Now I'm looking down the road. So then I start to make the turn. So he keeps looking at the ground, he's probably looking at the curb over here. He's getting freaking out. And that's a beginner. It happens. It sucks. It's just what beginners tend to do. They're in the brain, not their body. And that's fine. So if you're in your brain, tell yourself, look, until it becomes instinctual to look where you want to go. Tell yourself to look where you want to go. New rider, that's fine. Wear gear just in case.
Calling 911.
Took a while, Moto Gaga. Here we go. All right, so somebody's coming into our group ride, big truck, not a big deal. Talk to each other on your Cardo Pack Talk edges. Be like, hey, there's a dumb truck guy kind of inside of our stuff. Give him a lane so he doesn't act like an idiot. He seems to be upset. He probably has to go home really quick because he has to take a dump. He's had a long day. We're going to lose if we crash with them. Rev bombing doesn't do anything. It's just going to escalate the situation. Just talk to each other on the Cardos, make fun of them, and here it is. The rev bombing's escalating. He's pissed off. And now we have an issue. You guys can do whatever you want to do, but since you got it on camera and you possibly have his license plate on camera, obviously the make and model and what it looks like, that's going to be pretty unique. Give it to the police. Let them handle that. It's up to you. You do whatever you want. Oh, Jeebus. Check your bike, because I think you hit something. All right. So we have a car. Was it a Mazda Miata? I don't know. Write in the comments if you know exactly what kind of car this is. Going around the corner, lost a little control. Probably rear tire, like rear wheel drive. Think about it. Lost control. And then that's what I was saying right there. I think he hit that. Not much you can do in this situation. This is a freak accident. So double check your tire. Yeah, it does look like California. All right, this does not look like anything in the United States. Please find gear.
He cut across several lanes at once without even checking.
Some kind of gear, at least like
in danger.
a long sleeve shirt with some gloves. Oh, not much you could have done in that situation outside of not speeding, but we're going with the flow of traffic for the most part. And a car switching multiple lanes. This looks like California. Oh, snap. Not much you could do there. Did you get back on the other side of the road to help out? That'd be nice if you did. Oh, road surface hazards, moving object. Good job avoiding it. So real quick, I was talking during it, but you hear them talk to each other. And this is another great thing about having a Cardo Pack Talk with all your buddies. You can get into a big group. They have a Cardo app that you can all kind of just join on the phone, or even just connect it straight up on this. The phone, it's easier to do that with the app. And so if somebody up ahead, and I love the riding staggered. This is a great example. Riding staggered, they're talking on their Bluetooth system. Somebody's like, hey, tire, 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 tire. That gives somebody, oh, paying attention now. There's a tire versus kind of just chilling, right? In a group ride, just chilling, maybe talking, making fun of the guy in the white over there. It's like Brad over here, you know, this is his 10th girlfriend this month. I'm like, what a loser. Or actually, maybe he's a cool guy. I don't know. But just like making fun of him. Maybe his squat is only like 135 pounds. What a loser. But either way, talking crap. And all of a sudden, ooh, tire, 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 tire. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Great. That's going to, you started the perception. And you started the locating hazardous stuff. Where's the relevant threat? You started doing that and you're helping each other out. It's a teamwork, makes the dream work type thing.
Careful, tire Tony.
Careful, tire Tony. So probably somebody behind him, Tony, telling him, be careful. I love that. I love that.
Tony. Okay.
And he's checking his mirrors, talking to each other.
Wow.
Yeah, I didn't hit it. Okay.
Yeah.
Very good. All right, real quick. I want to point out GPS, motorcycle GPS in the corners. Good example. It's hard to see. Hopefully I can pause a little bit later, but you can see how there's a turn coming up. I have rock form. Okay. That's a quad lock. They're good too, but I can give you a 20% discount on rock form. You snap it back on, all that stuff. I like the little sport ring and all the accessories, and it's magnetic. I use the magnet for everything, but I like the GPS because it tells you the corners coming up and how sharp it could be. That's a good, it's like a mini map. When you're playing a video game, you know exactly what's coming up. That's what I like.
The risk of overtaking like that.
See right there. Look at that. See how you can tell, hey, you can't see it on the road. Let's go back a little bit. You can barely see it on the road, but it looks like it's an easy turn, right? But look what the turn actually does. It's a sharp left turn and then it goes straight. So I know I could probably, this is how I think when I'm riding. I'm going through the turn. I'm going to slow down here on the turn. And I know it's a straightaway. So I don't need to go fast around this turn. I can just kind of chill. And then when I get to the straightaway, then pick up speed. It's a beautiful area. And I don't want to hit the wall. So I'm going to go make it easy. and get back to going a little bit faster on the straightaway.
That, but he got lucky and this time it worked out for
See how it doesn't really look like it's much?
him.
Good job slowing it down though. Okay, now look. Okay, whatever. We all know not to go crazy and pass each other on the turns. But now look at the GPS. That looks like a fun road. But it's going to tell you what's coming up. Get yourself a rock form mount. Links in the description for 20% off. Talk to your buddy and tell him he's an idiot on the Cardo. Practice your slow speed maneuvers with the Smart Rider drills. Love these things. There's so many discounts in the description, but that's what I love having
Almost
on my
took
phone.
me out in a roundabout.
Okay. Roundabout, intersections.
What the?
This is a mixed AB group on the busiest weekend of the year where the rules were very specific and hammered in the morning meeting. I think this text, Moto Stars, is... I remember seeing this text on a different video when it was on a track. Because this is not a track. Just a little editing. Just letting you know. A little feedback. How do magnets work? Yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh, yeah, it's a little bit scary. Kind of peeking out on you. Prius drivers. We haven't seen much of that, but watch out for the gaps. So when you're in lane splitting, there's not much you can do. I'm glad he's only going 20. Can't swerve left. You can only apply the brakes. And you can only escape. Exactly, Captain Slow. You've been paying attention in class, haven't you? You've been paying attention. Grab yourself a donut, man, Captain Slow. You've been paying attention. We're doing this live on the live stream, so we got the chat going. So he's coming here. There's a gap. Okay? You see how all the cars are kind of stuck next to each other on this side? And there's like this gap. What's this weird gap? Hey, it's an opportunity for a car to kind of sneak in there. There it is. So we're going 20. What do we do? I'm not going to accelerate into this. I can't swerve left. I can't swerve right. Good progressive brake pressure. So if you're lane splitting, get really good with your brakes. Get really good with your brakes.
Oh my God.
Here we go, going around the corner. Sun to our back. Good swerve. Scary. Applied the brakes a little bit to hopefully nothing happens. Hey, we got an ambulance there just in case. That would have sucked. I've been on a few calls on scene where all of a sudden you hear, and we're already working with the patient, so it's not like we can do much. So then we start triaging. Either I'm staying with the patient, and then the paramedics going to the other person, but they're still calling it on the radio. We need more personnel on scene. We have a new accident, blah, blah, blah. Dispatch will send more people. But that's pretty scary. So good job, though. Let's go back. Sun to our back. That's what I was trying to indicate here. So you see the shadow? See our shadow? So that if the sun's to our back and the other people are looking towards us, that means sun's in their eyes, possibly. They're in the shadow, but I just want you guys to be aware of that. So they start to sneak out. Now, this is part of that planning your ride. Is it a relevant threat? Yes. Is it an active threat? Yes, because they're in our lane. They crossed that line. They're in our lane. So what can we do? Right? 3 things. I'm trying to hammer this into you guys all the time. I'm saying the same stuff over and over and over again. We're just doing different scenarios. Emergency accelerate, emergency swerve, emergency brake. What can we do here? Emergency accelerate? Yeah, possibly, but if we accelerate too fast, we might crash into them because they're still coming into our lane. Okay. Emergency brake. If we're going too fast, we're not going to stop in time. We might slow down enough to where it's going to be a nice impact. Hopefully nothing too crazy, but we're probably still going to damage our bike and probably still get injured. So emergency braking. Okay. What about emergency swerving? We have a big escape path. Yes, they're going this way, but we're going to beat them to the other lane, hopefully. So we can either apply the brakes here, and then swerve, or we can accelerate into the swerve. So you can combine emergency braking and swerving, not at the same time, brake, then swerve, or we can emergency accelerate into the swerve, or we can maintain our speed into the swerve. Practice these skills. Have some fun with it. Go to a parking lot. Or go into a neighborhood when there's no traffic and practice your emergency swerves, emergency braking. But good job on this rider. Didn't crash. We're out on a track, low side. There it is. So when we're out on a track, look at the runoff. Look at all this. There's no guardrail, no cliff, no nothing. So if you're going to be practicing your high-speed skills, your high-speed turning, high-speed braking, high-speed acceleration, take it to a track. Take it to a track. In case something happens, there's a failure point because you're testing your skills. This is what happens. If you want to practice your low-speed turning, your low-speed braking, your low-speed acceleration, go to a parking lot and practice these drills. You see how if you practice the low-speed stuff and you get really good at it, it can translate into the higher speed stuff. But if you don't have access to that, at least do this. 20% off. There's a link in the description for it with a coupon code. Practice, 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 practice. All right, why are you coming the wrong way down the off-slip road? Okay. What do we got here? Good job recognizing there's some random stuff, so we're slowing down. Very good. Instead of speeding up into it and getting pissed. All right, chaos over here. This is definitely not America. Oh. Practice your low speed stuff. Couldn't make the turn. Probably slammed the brakes, going a little bit too fast. So like, oh crap, boop. Slammed the brakes and locked up the front tire and dumped it. So practice your slow speed. Take the corners. All right, what do we got here? Is the vehicle going to come out into our lane? Are we going to switch lanes quickly, or is there going to be road debris? It looks like there's a lot of road debris. What do we got here? Why are we doing 3 frames per second? Why are we doing 3 frames per second? Is it because of that? Stuff falling off the truck? Okay, yeah. Stuff flying debris, stuff falling off the truck. So if we see a truck up ahead and they have like a bunch of like, at least here in Tucson, it's either rock, like a big truck with rock, so because they're doing landscaping, or it's another landscaping vehicle or truck that has a bunch of like tree debris and like leaves and stuff like that, and stuff starts flying off, or somebody's moving and there's a bunch of like chairs and random stuff. I'm gonna stay far back behind, or I'm gonna switch lanes and get ahead of them. So either way, I don't want to be behind a vehicle with debris. I just got a chip on my windshield in my van from a rock. Piss me off. All right, we're at a track. Typical high side, low side type stuff. There's a low side. But look at the runoff. Okay. I'm not going to give these people any tips on that. They're practicing their skills. They probably got tips from the coach there. Intersection, construction. Oh, big bus. Good job with the brakes. Found the escape, got himself out of there. Very good. Get out of there. Move on. Handled it well. Oh, this looks like fun. A little bit choppy, filled with potato. Not a big deal, though. Oh, curve. Up the hill. Lost some traction. Dumped the bike. Thankfully, didn't fall off. But this is par for the course when it comes to, side of the mountain when you're going off-road. And that's one of those things that if you're going off-road in the middle of nowhere and you do crash, how are you going to be able to rescue yourself? That's why, like, whenever I'm in a situation like this, or if I'm out by myself, or I'm in a different state or a different city or whatever it is, I'm kind of far from civilization in a way, like I'm driving in the mountains, riding in the mountains or whatnot. I'm realizing that if something does happen to me, if there is a crash or there is an accident or something, I'm kind of far away. So that increases my risk. So I make sure my skill is good, but since it increases my risk, I'm going to lower any other parts of my risk, which means I'm not going to speed. I don't do it either way, but I'm going to be a little bit extra cautious. I'm going to make sure I definitely stay away from other vehicles. I'm going to make sure I'm paying attention fully and not getting distracted. If I notice myself getting distracted, get back into it. Get back to what I'm trying to do because I'm far away from things. All right, intersection, screen for us. Let's see what happens. Oh, random person. Nice little swerve. Good swerve. Side of the vehicle. Slowed it down. Nice little new position. And that's the thing, is that we're going into a hazardous situation. We located an intersection. It's a hazardous situation. Is it a relevant threat coming out? Yeah. Then it turns into an active threat? Yes. We just move ourselves into a new position for safety. That's all it does. So we're on the left side of the lane, right? As soon as we see that, that's the side of the vehicle pattern. As soon as we see that, we move to the right side of the lane. That's it. Instead of getting pissed off rev bombing and freezing up, you just move over. So good job. Imagine if he was speeding. All right, another person, relevant threat. We're not speeding. We can slow down easy. Apply some good front progressive brake pressure. This is a good rider. Just posy. Just posy. Sees it, sees it, sees it. Very good. Doesn't get pissed off. Love it. Come take a seat, buddy. A little bit of water on the road. Oh, blind spot. You saw the indicator, though, on the mirror. It's hard to see. But we're in the blind spot. Sees it. Rolls off the throttle, applies the brakes, lets him in. I love it. It gives him a little bit of a high beam. Okay, very good. Creeping into our lane. Kind of moving over. Pay attention up front. Very good. Move on. Get out of our way. Good job, man. All right, having some fun here. I wouldn't put a sticker on my Speedo. I don't know. I get it. You don't have to edit it, but it kind of blocks a lot of information. Kind of cruising, though. Off-road. Love it. Staying in the single track, basically, based off of what... Oh, got caught up. It's kind of like a tram track on the road, where if the tire hits the wall of it, it's going to mess you up. It's a beautiful looking area. Thank you, MotoStars, for putting up those end cards so I can't see the rest of the video. But for the rest of you, go ahead and grab yourself a donut, relax a little bit. We have another video on this live stream, but if you want to watch the live streams, make sure you hit that subscribe button, notification bells. We do it about once a week, probably around Wednesdays. About Wednesdays, 11 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. But with that said, hope you guys ride safe, be safe, learn something from here, and I'll see you guys on the next one.